Hello, I'm here with Cameron XM,
Hey.
and we're going to have a debate about next-gen consoles. Cameron is a big fan of Xbox. He thinks he has a high opinion of the Xbox One, and whilst I think I don't really like the direction the next-gen consoles are going. And so we're gonna have a small debate about it. Cameron, you get started. Why you're a big fan of Xbox? Why do you love the Xbox console so much?
Well, I think I've just been there from the very start, so I haven't really I will admit straight from the beginning, I did play PlayStation 2, but I only had like two games, and that was GTA San Andreas and Ratchet and Clank. But I really played just GTA, and then I also got a PSP, but that broke. So I don't know, like they obviously weren't that appealing, otherwise I would have stuck with them. But when I got the Xbox, I just stuck to that all the way. So I think that plays like a major role.
Yeah,
And then when it comes to the Xbox One, I think that major role still plays into it. And what's really good is like with both and all next gen consoles, they're upgrading their specs, their hard drives, their basically everything to do with gaming. But what Xbox One's trying to do is they're trying to have a more range and variety of audience. So they're like advertising, they can do multiple things at the same time. They can do Skype and like have films and stuff. So they're trying to appeal to families as well, which we argued yesterday.
yeah.
Which
Well,
Nintendo is
we'll get onto that later.
yeah, yeah. But with Xbox, I think what I really like is that Xbox is original, and with PS4, everyone which loves PlayStation says that. Well, if you're a gamer, go for the PS4. Well, I disagree because me personally, I think the Xbox One is more interesting and exciting than the PlayStation 4 because the PlayStation 4, even though it does like recording and does some of the stuff the Xbox One does, which is personally I think kind of boring. But with the Xbox One, you can do all those multimedia things which I probably won't use, but it's nice to know you have it. And also, you can use Skype like at the same time as playing a game with your friend, so you can like see their faces like as you pwn their ass at a game, which I really like as a gamer, and it's like you're there with the person because I find it personally more fun if I have the person like in the same room, but if you're playing a game, but it's kind of annoying because you have to split screen. But if you have Skype, then I find it really good because it's like you're in the same room as well. But then that kind of goes into Connect, and everyone says that Connect's crap because like when it first came out it was crap, but now I used a very good example yesterday of saying that basically the Kinect is basically like an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend. Like they were that bad that you don't want to give them second chance at all. But I think personally you should give them a second chance because what Xbox has done and what I've seen advertised on like over YouTube is that they've actually compared the voice commands, and the voice command compared to Xbox One and PS4, the voice command on Xbox One is loads better. It responds much more faster, and they've taken into consideration what everyone hated about the previous Kinect, and the camera quality is better personally because they put them side by side, and I don't care what the numbers are. I just think it looks better. So I really like that, but yeah, I prefer Xbox One because I think it's more original and more exciting than the PS4.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Cameron, for your massive speech. I love Xbox One. What I don't like about the Xbox One, and one of the things that you mentioned was they were trying to sort of make it a multimedia console. You know, you can watch films on it, internet, all that sort of thing. But I think that's a mistake, because to try and make something, they're trying to appeal to everybody. Basically, they've got the they've got the movie thing to appeal to film fans. The Kinect to appeal to kids, all that families, and all that sort of thing. But in every single one of those markets, they're always going to get beaten. For instance, as CameroN mentioned earlier, I feel that when they're trying to appeal to a family audience, that's why they have the Kinect. That's why they have the Kinect there. But why try and do that when Nintendo will always beat you to that? Will always be better at them at that, and has always been better at them for that. Since the beginning. Same thing with the movie thing. You can watch movies on it. Well, that's great, but if someone's not going to go buy a £400 console to watch movies. They're going to get a Blu-ray player or a DVD player. And I feel like what they're trying to do is they're trying to branch out their audience. They feel like we've already got the gamers, like the sort of the young adult gamers, so we're gonna try and branch out and get all these new audiences. But I feel that they're just trying to please everybody, and they're going to end up pleasing nobody. Why not focus on the audience that you already have, the gamers, and try and make just the best gaming console they can. The gamers, they're not going to care about the voice command, or these, or the Kinect, or going on the internet, or Skype, all those sort of things. They just want to be able to play the best. They want to have the best gaming experience they can, and I feel like the Xbox, the people behind Xbox, they're trying to. They don't know their audience, and they should be focusing on the audience that they've already established more.
I see your point, but yeah, I guess you do have a point that they need to concentrate on like the audience that they've already got. But as I said before, I stick by like Xbox. I agree that Xbox is more original and has like all these other things. But I think if Xbox didn't have the things it has, if the Xbox One didn't have the things it has now, like the multimedia stuff and like the connecting stuff, I bet people wouldn't really mind or care. They would just go for it because it's solidly been focused on better gaming, so it would be good. But now they've done multimedia, they're questioning it. But I think that's good in a way. Again, like what I said later, it's original. It's nice to know you have it, and the good thing is that Xbox One can still play good games. It has better quality than the 360 I've got. It has better RAM than the 360 I've got. It's better gaming than the previous Xbox. So why don't you just get it?
Well,
you don't have to use the other stuff.
Exactly. But the thing is, they're paying for the other stuff. They're paying an extra £150 or whatever it is to get the Kinect and to get the voice command. And if they're not going to use it, that's a massive waste of money. So, sure, okay. It's still okay. It's still got the better gaming thing, and sure, you could just ignore all the other multimedia features that they have, but the expense of a lot of money, and that's a lot of money to expect people to pay for features that they won't use.
Well, I have a slight feeling that, I think sometime yesterday you were saying that if you're going to buy a next-gen console at all, you would wait like a year or two, because then the price is going to go down. I think anyone with logic would probably do that. So if you waited and the money goes down, then you can get a just like a normal console, because as their class now is like next-gen consoles, so it's like, ooh, so exciting and stuff, and it's like, oh, they're next gen. Obviously, they're going to be expensive. They're next gen, ooh. But now, if you like wait a year or two, then they'll just be the Xbox One and the PS4. It will be casual. They'll be well known. It will be like default. It'll be like Xbox 360. Everyone knows Xbox 360. I bet when that came out, they were just like, "Oh my god, 360! It's like the next jump of gaming." That's what they're like now. But if you wait a year or two, it'll be more casual, and the price will go down because no one's really that excited anymore. So I think anyone with logic really.
Yeah, but then don't you feel that a lot of the big gamers, especially like on YouTube, don't you think they can't afford to wait that long when it's their livelihood, it's their main sort of hobby?
Well, if you think about it, then they get the money.
Yeah, true.
So they can buy it
exactly.
anyway.
But like just for the kid at home whose favourite thing is gaming, don't you think people like that can't really afford to wait? Can't really they can't bring themselves to wait that long.
Well, I heard somewhere, I haven't necessarily read it up, but I heard somewhere, I think on YouTube or from a friend, that Xbox and Microsoft are still going to make games for the 360 until Halo 5 comes out. So you can still get all the current. Well, I don't think you can get.
Is Halo 5 going to be 360 or Xbox One?
I think it's going to be Xbox One. So they're going to bring it out, and it will be on Xbox One, and then everything they bring out after Halo 5,
right?
Then that's going to be Xbox One.
Okay.
So, but I think I don't want to say when it comes out because you'll probably rage in the comments. But yeah, like it's quite a while until it comes out. Like, because me as a gamer, waiting for a game to come out, it always feels like an age. So even if it's like in January, I don't know. So this is just a guess. Even if it's in January, it feels like a freaking age until it comes out because I'm so excited. But like they're still bringing out. So for example, Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs has been advertised on 360 and Xbox One. So you can still get games on the 360. So you don't necessarily. So you can play those games, and whilst you're waiting, if you know what I mean. So that I think that's a good idea they've had. So like whilst they're waiting, which I think they've kind of brought themselves down. I think they didn't advertise it, so they've just said that we're going to do this. But I think they were hoping that people would just want the Xbox One, and they wouldn't buy the games which are coming out on the Xbox One and the 360 and wait. I think they were hoping that their gaming fans would be so excited that they'd get the Xbox One and like everything, and they wouldn't wait. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, overall, I think I feel that the Xbox One, the Microsoft is making people pay a lot of money for features, for the gamers, for features that they don't want to, that they won't use and don't want to use. They're trying to appeal to a large audience of a wide audience, but these are going to be people that just won't buy it. They're not going to buy a £400 console, to do things that they could do for much cheaper. I certainly, if I ever do get a next gen console, it's not going to be for at least 1 or 2 years. But I feel like if they release just the Xbox One without the Kinect and all this useless features, and just brought the price a lot down, I would get it, and I think a lot of people would get the console a lot sooner. Any final thoughts, Cameron?
No, I just think Xbox One, like, the only downfall of the Xbox One is, as you were just talking about, is the price, really.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's just the price. I think it's the fact that people are going to be... I think that people are just going to be distracted by all these other features that they don't want. They just want to be able to play games, and they don't want all this faff around them.
Yeah, but like
the voice command and the Kinects and all these things.
The gaming console is a gaming console. Its main purpose is to game. So I don't think they might get distracted. But if they do,
it would be
I doubt that.
What it would be like? It would be like getting a Blu-ray player, which you could also has voice command, and you can play Tetris on it and all that sort of thing. It's like, no, I just want a Blu-ray player to watch DVDs. Oh, yeah, Blu-rays. I don't watch Blu-ray anyway. DVDs, because there's no difference.
Smooth. Okay.
Well, on that note, what's your opinion? Are you happy with the direction the next-gen consoles are going? We really just talked about the Xbox One, mostly because I don't really know a lot about the PS4. Cameron clearly doesn't like the PS4. But who do you agree with? Do you agree with Cameron? Do you like the way that the Xbox, the direction that Gen 4 games are going? Or do you agree with me and think that the prices are just ridiculous and they're trying to appeal to too many people? Please state your opinion in the comment section below, and please subscribe. I was IsaacsMoviePage.
I'm CameroN XL.
And thank you for listening.